Imagine this. You're at an amusement park, standing before one of those claw machines, eyeing the plush toy you want. You maneuver the claw, your focus intense, and your grip on the joystick tight. But each time, the toy slips away. Frustration mounts with each attempt. Then, your friend steps in, gives it a go with a relaxed air, and voila, wins the toy on the first try. This, believe it or not, is the law of reversed effort in action. The more you try to force something, the more difficult it becomes. Meet Tim, a regular guy with an all-too-common problem. Tim's story isn't about claw machines or plush toys. It's about public speaking, a fear shared by many. But his journey reveals a universal truth that goes beyond the anxiety of speaking in front of a crowd. It's a story about trying too hard and the surprising power of easing up. The struggle. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, when you stop trying so hard, things just seem to fall into place? It's like when you forget where you put your keys, and the moment you stop looking, you remember they're in your jacket pocket. That's the law of reversed effort in action. Tim, once a confident child, found his knack for speaking challenged during a high school debate when stage fright took over. Since then, public speaking has become his Achilles heel, with his intense focus on avoiding errors only leading to more stumbles and embarrassment. This incident planted a seed of doubt in Tim's mind. He began to associate speaking in front of people with fear and embarrassment. Each follow-up presentation was a battle. His constant striving for perfection only heightened his fear of failure. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more he tried to control his fear, the more it controlled him. This pattern followed him to college, where he faced the unavoidable reality of presentations and debates, which ultimately resulted in the significant difficulty of college debate. In everyday life, the law of reversed effort appears in various forms. Consider the frustration of trying to remember a name. The harder you think, the more elusive it becomes, yet it often pops up when you least expect it. Similarly, in social situations, people who try too hard to be liked can come across as insincere, whereas those who are more relaxed and authentic often make friends more easily. Athletes, too, experience this. The golfer overanalyzing their swing may perform worse than when they play instinctively. Even falling asleep is a common example. The more one tries to force sleep, the harder it becomes, whereas relaxing and letting go often leads to natural, restful slumber. These examples illustrate how, in various aspects of life, less effort can paradoxically lead to better outcomes. Why does this happen? The psychological roots of the law of reversed effort lie in the way our mind processes tasks under stress. When Tim over-focused on his fear of making mistakes, he activated his brain's stress response. This response, while useful in immediate physical danger, is counterproductive in complex cognitive tasks. It releases cortisol, a stress hormone, which can disrupt thought processes and memory. Essentially, the brain, in trying to protect us, inadvertently hampers our higher cognitive functions. Moreover, when we're under stress, our brain tends to narrow its focus. This is known as the tunnel effect. In Tim's case, this meant fixating on potential errors rather than the broader context of his speech. The intense conscious effort to avoid mistakes diverted his mental resources away from the fluid delivery of his speech. The turning point. For Tim, the real game changer came during his final year at college. He was chosen to represent his class in an important intercollegiate debate. The stakes were high, and the old Tim would have been a bundle of nerves, obsessing over every detail. But this time, Tim decided to take a different approach. He prepared well, but instead of over-rehearsing and stressing over perfection, he focused on understanding the topics deeply and how he genuinely felt about them. He spent time relaxing, going for walks, and even meditating. The night before the debate, instead of cramming, he watched a movie and got a good night's sleep. On the day of the debate, Tim felt different. He was calm and strangely confident. When it was his turn to speak, he stepped up, and something remarkable happened. His words flowed effortlessly. He was articulate, persuasive, and even witty. He wasn't just participating, he was enjoying it. The paradox here is rooted in our brain's two thinking systems, as popularized by psychologist Daniel Kahneman. System 1, fast, automatic, and subconscious, and System 2, slower, deliberate, and conscious. While public speaking predominantly requires System 2 for preparation, the actual delivery often benefits from the intuitive, effortless processing of System 1. By easing his conscious effort, Tim allowed System 1 to guide his performance, tapping into a more natural and authentic speaking style. Tim's team won the debate, and he was personally commended for his outstanding performance. This experience solidified his belief in the law of reversed effort. It wasn't just about doing less. It was about trusting himself and letting his natural abilities shine through without the barrier of overthinking and stress. Broader implications. Tim's experience at the debate wasn't just a one-off success. He realized that this principle could be applied beyond public speaking, extending to personal relationships, career goals, and even his day-to-day well-being. He noticed that when he stopped obsessing over finding the perfect job after graduation, he was able to explore opportunities with an open mind and eventually land a role that truly suited him. Similarly, in his personal life, when he eased his efforts in trying to make every interaction perfect, his relationships became more authentic and fulfilling. Tim's story is a microcosm of a larger truth. When we reduce the pressure we put on ourselves and trust in our innate capabilities, we often perform better and feel more fulfilled. This doesn't mean that effort and hard work are not important. It's about finding a balance and not letting our conscious efforts hinder our natural abilities. Conclusion: finding balance. The law of reversed effort isn't about giving up or not trying. It's about understanding that there is a point where too much effort becomes counterproductive. It's about trusting the process, allowing for a natural flow, and recognizing that sometimes less is more. For anyone looking to apply this law in their life, the key is to strike a balance between effort and ease. Prepare and work hard, but also give yourself the space to breathe and trust in your natural abilities. Whether it's learning a new skill, facing a challenge, or just going about your daily life, remember that sometimes trying too hard is like pushing a door that says, "Pull." The more you push, the more stuck it gets. Here's how to pull the door of life smoothly with the law of reversed effort. Breathe like a baby. Ever watched a baby sleep? They breathe deep from their belly. Do that. When you're up to bat in baseball or about to give a big talk, take deep breaths. It calms your body down, telling it, "Hey, we're cool, no lions here." Your body listens and relaxes, so things just start to flow better. Be here now. Ever eat ice cream while thinking about a math test? The ice cream tastes bland, right? That's because you're not really there. Try this. Whatever you're doing, do just that. Not thinking about later, not stressing about what's done. Just be all in, right now. It's like being in the front row of a concert instead of hearing it from the parking lot. Remember, it's like floating in a pool. The harder you thrash, the more likely you are to sink. Just lay back, take a deep breath, and float. Life can be easier when you just let it happen. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know more about the 6 biggest mistakes you're probably making on your self-improvement journey, watch this video next. Thanks for watching.